Hello there and welcome. I did it again. I recorded a video and I pressed, instead of pressing pause, I pressed stop. So I stopped the video, so I'm having to redo, but it was only about 10 minutes in. So I'm going to go with the cards that I picked, and it was 3 from the tarot, which is the Juliet Sharman-Burke tarot. So as I usually do, I read the tarot intuitively, see what messages I can get, and see what energies I'm feeling for the week. So I will read these 3 again and just go through what I was saying previously. And then I do have another card deck as well, which is John Holland's Psychic Tarot of the Heart, which I've decided to use alongside these. You'll understand why in a moment. And then I also have some of the Egyptian cards, which I may use too. So welcome, my name's Karen, and this is your Tuesday Thoughts video. So again, just a card reading on a Tuesday to see what the energy is like for the week. Today is the 24th of January 2023. It's a lovely day. It's very mild, very calm. Midday sun is just coming through, so I decided to do it now. I've been leaving them far too late, and you end up doing it under quite a low light, and it's very, very dark, and you can't see it properly. So apologies for those videos, but I'm here to try and hopefully get this one out to you, and hopefully it won't be too long either. I'll try and keep it quite quick and succinct. Breath. Okay, so I think I've said everything. Oh yeah, my email, if in case you want to message me, in case you want to ask me any questions about art, healing, channeling, mediumship, card reading, etc, etc. Still a bit of a tickle. Is www.karentinney.co.uk. Email is karen@karentinney.co.uk. You can also subscribe to the channel, share it around with your friends, get them to subscribe. It's this algorithm that we're trying to kind of beat. So if you can help grow the channel, that'd be wonderful. I'm very grateful for all the comments that you put on and all the likes and the shares as well. So that's lovely. And feel free to rewatch things. I've got a meditation on there at the moment, which people are doing several days, and finding great benefit from it. So if there's anything that you want to watch and rewatch, it might mean something. These aren't particularly time stamped. I just say the date in order just so I know where it is, and it is in a sense time stamped. But what I'm saying is, if you come across the video and if you happen to be listening to a video and it resonates for where you are now, that might be a message for you. So I'm just doing this as sort of entertainment, or just reading the energy for the week and see if it makes any sense and helps you at all. So without further ado, the first card we had is the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is usually this way, and he's usually waiting. He's usually being patient, sort of hanging around. Nothing's taking shape at the moment, and there's a need to actually change his perspective, to change how he looks at things. Thankfully, he was this way. So that means no more waiting. That means the waiting is over. No more need to be patient. And in this one, I noticed as well, we have 2 very strong pillars, 2 very strong trees next to him. So there's a sense of maybe twin flame coming in, or divine counterpart coming in. So this twin flame, this 11, this 2, can signal that as well. We have the red, which I have here as well. So the red is connected to the earth. So grounding this energy. He seems very grounded. He's almost like balancing on a tightrope here, and it's connected to his foot, but he's able to balance. He's able to keep his balance. He has his hands out, and he is making sure that, should he sway to the side, he can balance out. So there's a sense of balance here, and you can see he's looking up to the heavens, and he actually has that little halo around him. So there's some sort of divine intervention coming in, divine information coming in, divine opportunity coming in. That's funny, isn't it? As I say, the divine, the sun comes in. Right, what am I going to do about that now? That's very, very bright, and it's just, I can't even see anymore. Let me just move myself slightly out of the sun, but that's the divine light, isn't it? Okay. So let's see if we can do that, if that's a bit better. Yes, I think so. So we have the, lost you, there we go. We have the Hanged Man to start with. So this is a period of moving forward. There is no longer a need to hold back, it's gone in under a cloud now, that's great, so we can just pull it back again. Okay. So there's no longer a need to wait. And the next card we had was the Nine of Cups. Okay, so in the Nine of Cups you can see this couple. So it's definitely a romantic relationship here. It's often a wish card, so this could be a wish coming to fruition. You can see a lot of the fruits on the table here. So that's about sort of tasting all of the senses. So the love and all of your sensory senses. So everything is awakened. Like when you are in love, like everything tastes better, everything smells better. Perfumes and lotions and this sensualness, you know, this, I guess it's our eyes and our tongue, what we taste, and our nose, what we smell and what we touch. So all the sensory elements are quite alive now. You can see the trees in the background. So they're all quite structured, but it's showing growth. It's showing that there is, again, this wood element, which is structure. You know, your tree is strong. It gets through the winter. It grows, and it has this strong trunk, and it's full of life, and it comes good again. You know, so it will blossom into new growth and green leaves. The moment you can see the trees are bare and there's occasional buds and stuff, but it will flourish. So this is about something which you're working on, which could be this relationship is about to flourish, is about to come in. And you've got all these pillars as well around here, and these pillars would signify stability again. So pillars of strength, pillars of structure. So really building good foundation here and good structure in whatever opportunity this is. But as you can see, we've got the Nine of Cups. The cups are emotion. The cups are love. The cups point to romance as well, but can be any other element that you've been working on, any other wish that you wish to have fulfilled. So it is a positive card where you can sense that the fruition of this wish. And the next card we have is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, you can see we've got three girls, and they're dancing around and singing around, and they're raising their glasses. So it's cheers. So it's celebration. So something has come to fruition, and it's celebration. And this can point to, you know, they're very dressed up here. It might be like a wedding, like singing and dancing and toasting the bride and groom. So it's like a wedding. But it can be something to do with, you know, a party, an anniversary. So you might have drinks. There might be some gathering where you get together and you have drinks, and possibly with friends, with siblings, with sisters. So there is this sort of element of the feminine celebrating as well. There's a little fish at the front, and again you've got the fountain, so that sort of expression of emotion, expression of the waters. The cups are the waters, the emotion, and you have fountains here in the background as well. So again, it's that gush of emotion. So that's important as well, to recognize that this is an emotional celebration, that this really does stir the heart. And again, we've got the trees in the background, and we've got the firm trunk of the tree, the brown tree, which is strong, and it's holding up these flourishing leaves and branches here. So there is, again, celebrating that growth, and there's an evenness here, there's a balance again. And we've got the white here in this building here, and we've got it's almost like a frame, and we've got a black here in this frame as well, or it could be holding up like pillars holding up this ledge. So again, the dark and the light, the coming together, the masculine and the feminine, the combining of the two. Again, this can point to the 11, the 2 here, and also the 2 here. It's like that twin flame connection, again, that coming together. So it's kind of saying to me that, you know, this period of waiting is over. You're earthing, you're grounding, you're creating something that is going to be strong as these trunks here, strong to hold you up. And it is your wish fulfilled. It is this romance coming in. It is this love vibration, and that can be a wedding celebration as well. So you've got lots of people around the table and lots of fruits and flowers and just a real array of fruitfulness and harvest and opulence is the word that's coming in. So real nice energy with that card. And here we have others coming and celebrating with you and toasting and being joyful. So very joyful card. Just be careful of overindulgence. So it can point to drinking too much. So be careful if you are someone who drinks a fair amount of alcohol. This can point to just pulling it back a little. Alcohol is great in small doses and wonderful during a celebration. But if you have an issue with alcohol, if you find you're drinking alcohol quite regularly, maybe just have a think about that. So my next cards are going to be the John Holland, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Okay, so that was jumping, so I'm going to take that. Oh, and that one's jumping. And let's see what else it wants to tell us. So hopefully this will give us another angle on this card reading so far. But it's very positive. It looks like new relationship or new opportunity. So it doesn't have to be a relationship, but the cups often point to romance and relationship. So we've got 3 that jumped out. So I'll just take a little drink. Because I get caught up. Hope you're all well. I don't know. Sometimes I feel I rush through it and then I have to slow down. But I don't want to be going on forever on this one either. I've got a lot to do. So I'm trying to get things squeezed in today. So the first card, okay, is Clarity of Belief. And it was sort of upside down. Let me just check the other one. Oh, that's the right way. So Clarity of Belief upside down. So what can we learn? There's a block in your belief. Perhaps there's a block in your belief that this can happen. Perhaps you think that this won't happen. And so there might be a muddled thinking on this. So your message is to get clear. Is to get clear on what you believe will happen. And we all have these limited beliefs. So we all have these ideas of what can happen and what's likely to happen. And that's based on past information. So most of your life and most of everyone's life is based on something that occurred in the past. And the lesson of what is being taught now quite regularly is limited thinking means that you reduce your future to what has happened in the past. And that shuts down so many options. It shuts down so many doors. And you deciding it is this way means that it can't be any other way. You've not given it room to be other things. So that's why if you are making a wish of some sort, you can wish for this or something better. So you're not clinging on to that one thing, that one person, that one job, that one opportunity. You're saying you want the sense of that. You're saying you want that type of thing. You're saying you would like to feel the way that thing helps you feel, but that or something better. So you don't hook onto that thing, because if you hook onto that thing, then you're missing everything around you. And opportunities can be just passing you by and you're not connecting with them. So I'm taking that to be what this is about. It's about connecting with the heart. He's got his palm in his heart. And asking yourself, what is it that you want in your life? And how can you retrain your mind in order to change your beliefs? So get clear on what it is. And it's not what your mind thinks. Let's drop down out of the mind and move into the heart. So here he's got his palm on his heart. And he's tuning into his heart. And that's what sets him free. That's what transforms him. That's where the butterfly comes. The butterfly is a symbol of transformation. So if you can drop down into your heart and leave the mental processes, because they'll go on. They've, been built on past thinking. And it's almost like exercise, like learning a new thing, neuroplasticity. So you have to put new information into your brain in order for it to grow and expand. And it's like learning a new language to create this, and it is like plastic. It can change. So you have to put the new information in. And then when you do that, it allows for this transformation. It allows for this love. There's a heart here. Heart energy is here. Pink is the energy of the heart. And there's freedom in this. So he has this butterfly, this beautiful, divine, delicate insect in his palm, and he's setting it free. Because it's not about holding people down. It's not about clutching on to people to make them yours. You must allow everyone to be free to make their choices. You must allow your opportunities freedom to grow, freedom to change. The caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly, change. So there has to be this element of allowing others to change and allowing yourself to change, allowing your needs, your beliefs to change as well in order to move you forward. It's almost as if the butterfly is part of his soul, and he's connected to his soul, and he's setting his soul free. That doesn't mean letting go. That means suddenly you sense freedom to be you, freedom to connect with that soul essence, that heart essence, and you allow yourself to be the beautiful butterfly. And you must believe that you are the beautiful butterfly. You must believe with clarity that you can change, you can transform, and in that you have freedom, in that you can find this love. Perhaps in changing a little bit, you will suddenly come together and find that love. Okay, that's the first card. The second card is heal. So this can point to, particularly if you're a healer, that it is great work that you are doing. 1 to 7 is 8. 8 is the infinity sign. So healing is continuous. You are never fully healed. A lot of people think if they go to a healer that they just cure things, that, oh yeah, I don't have that anymore. No, I'll get on with my life. Healing isn't about that. Healing is about layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of clearing. It is about adding things into your life to improve your life. But in doing so, you change, like the butterfly, and you transform. And there's more to heal and more to change and more to transform. So there is this almost like a circular spiral effect in healing. And often you'll have healed an area of your life, and then you'll come back around and you'll have to revisit and heal it again. So healing is ongoing. I understand that certain ailments can be healed, and often are. And often energy medicine is one of the best ways to do that. But I want to say that it's much more about a lifestyle of healing. So it's not about I have this thing wrong, I fix it, I carry on as normal. It's important to learn about the changes that are necessary to help heal that wound. And then when you have healed that wound, who are you now? And you bring that healing with you. So you bring that knowledge, that wisdom, that experience with you. And then that heals your life on a different level. And then you almost upgrade and you're on a different level. And then you want more healing. You want constant healing is essential. I myself have to do regular healing treatments on myself, on my physical body, energy body, mind, spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, regularly, because we pick up stuff from people all the time. We have stuff thrust upon us all the time. we are distracted and pulled in so many different ways. And so it's really important to maintain a regular system of healing the body and the auric field, because it can have holes in it and damage and things like that. So healing should be part of your toolbox, should be part of your first aid box. You have a first aid box in the cupboard. Healing should be part of that. Energy work should be part of that in order to live the best life possible. And in this one, we can see here, he has, I might put it up this way because the light's coming again. So he has a wonderful little cross here, cross of light. Thank you for the light, Ra. So he has a cross of light here. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I talk about healing and I talk about healing with energy, with light. And he is beaming here now, as am I, because it's right in my face and it's gorgeous. I can feel the heat through the window as well. It's so important to get out and get sun. It's so important to let the vitamin D occur naturally. It's so important to connect with the energy of the sun. The sun is a conscious being also. So you can ask the sun to come out when you want it to come out. It's going back in again now in under a cloud. Thank you for appearing. So you can see here all of this light and all of this auric field. We talked about healing the auric field as well, how important that is. And you can see here it's breaking the chains to the past. So this transformation, this new person that you're becoming, getting rid of the old beliefs of who you are or what people labeled you as, that's changing. You're healing that. You're breaking those chains. You're moving on into light, into a healed body. You're changing your auric field. The palms are open. So it's almost like, when you're sitting and receiving that healing energy, you're receiving the light. You have your palms open to receive. And his arms are wide and he is receiving. And it is like the light coming in now. You must let yourself absorb the light. You must let the physical body absorb the light. The cells in your body absorb the light. It's so important not to always have sun cream on. The body needs to receive light. The cells need light. And we have new light coming in. So it's important to receive that. And you can see he's doing that here. So thank you for all of that light. That was beautiful. And the next card is Share the Love. And so here you have, he has received in the palm of his hand, he has received the token of love. The love has the light coming out of it, streaming out of it here. And he's holding it in his hand. And it's no point being someone full of love if you cannot share it. The idea is that you share it with someone. The idea is that you come together in relationship and share this love. Because this is the cups. This is all about love, about emotion. This is romance. This is a love life. This is coupledom. This is relationship. This is much more than frivolous hookups. This is relationship. This is deep. This is about love. Sharing the love. Again, his palm is open. He's offering his heart. So here we have him connected to his heart and offering his heart. Here we have his heart lighting up. And so here he is sharing that love again. So let's embrace the sun and talk about sharing the love. Because that's what you're here on the planet to do. You're here on the planet to discover who you are, to heal all the wounds, and to share the good stuff. It's coming together with another. It's being open-hearted. So not closing yourself off. So changing. So normally here you're, hanging around, you're a bit closed off, you're not getting when you want to go. And we've turned it upright. We're moving forward. We're celebrating. We're changing how we see our offering as well. We have changed, we have healed, we've broken the chains to the past, so we can step forward and offer our heart again. Now this takes bravery and courage, a lot of bravery and courage. And I don't know if you can notice, but the background, sorry, it is just so bright. Thank you for the light. But the background, we've got all these couples, we've got all these sort of couples in the pattern in the background. And it is two people coming together. So this is all about love. And 3, we've got the 3, so not throuple. But what happens is when you have one energy coming together with another energy, so you're this energy, he, she, whatever, is this energy. You come together, you make a third energy. Your combined energy makes the third energy. And I've heard before where they say, you think you like this person, and what you want is to be next to their energy. But in fact, when you come together, you create the third energy, the 3, and it's the third energy you want. It's your combined energy that you enjoy. So think about that as well when you meet people. It is your combined energy that you're drawn to. And it is this combined energy that helps heal, that helps break the past, the chains to the past. And it is about you breaking chains to the past. Whatever's happened in the past is gone. And so there's a need to understand to let that go. You've broken free. So you are free like the butterfly. You've broken free in order to step forward again and say to someone, here is my heart. My heart is full of light. My heart is full of love, and I'm offering it to you. Thank you. If we could have a cloud, please. Sunshine. So I'm just going to do a card from the Egyptians. I don't know these cards very well, but I like them. I think they're very beautiful. Can I? Come on. No, it's just so bright. Oh my goodness, it's just so bright. Sorry. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not too dark, it's too bright. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be interesting to see it on the screen, see how much of me you actually see. But let's have a look at a card for the, oh my gosh, I don't want to be giving myself more wrinkles by squinting through the sun. So I'm just juggling these, shuffling, my goodness. So I think we are in a new phase. We're in a new phase of opening it up to a new relationship. We're in a new phase where it is a positive relationship, where there's a lot of romance and love and celebration. So you might have waited for this relationship for a while, but it looks like it's here. And if you can break away from your past, you can certainly move forward into this relationship. Okay. So one of the first things we have is Imhotep. So Imhotep looks very cool there, doesn't he? And he is temple healing. He's reading a scroll and he has a feather which points to spirit. And he has the pyramid behind him which almost reaches up to the divine. So it's how a lot of, the old Incas or what were they called? They used to go to the top of the temples and have meetings with the divine and with energies and realms and things. So and he's sitting quite. He's the architect, the educator, the studier. He is. I think he's the founder of medicine, isn't he? He did quite a lot in the healing and original medicine. Very nice chap. He's quite serious, but. Again, 1 and 7 is 8, so we have that 8, that infinity again. So I'm just going to have a look at the meaning to see if we can get something that might coincide with the other. Yes, so he was a skilled physician, healer, an architect, so again the healer. And so he helps with, I'm just going to read the bit that relates to romance. So seek your partner wisely and look for evidence of compassion and wisdom in their nature. So again, compassion and wisdom might point to somebody coming from the heart energy. So coming from heart as opposed to thinking and opinions and ego, that they've actually done some work on themselves and they're coming from the heart. Decide now if you want to stay with a present partner based on these qualities. So again, that could point to a necessity to decide now if you want to break from the past. Does that person have those qualities, or is it time to break those chains and move forward into the new opportunities? And in breaking chains, what you're doing is healing. What you're doing is allowing yourself to move forward, move away from what held you back, because the chain can hold you back, and move forward into the light. So I'm just going to read the love elements of these, because I think this is pretty much a love reading. Oh, of course. Thank you, Ra. So the next card is Ra. Ra is the sun god, and I'm very connected to the sun. So thank you for making an appearance. Look at that beautiful card. And it's 3 and 0, which is 3, which is the combined energies. And it's all about creative power, which I love, which is creating life. Our life on earth would not occur if it wasn't for sunlight. Our light, the light allows the plants to grow, to feed us, to feed our animals, to feed us. We need the light, and it helps create us. And we have it in ourselves. And we have creative power to create as well because of the light. So let's look at the Ra. Thank you, Ra, for making your presence known, very much so, in this reading. So very much about, because the sun is so strong and with us in this reading, there's an important need to connect with sun energy as well. So let's see, it's quite powerful. So it can be, beautiful, and it can also cause destruction. So it is a powerful energy. And it will assist you in overcoming danger and obstacles. Oh, so with regards to love, it says a new beautiful lover is possible, but ensure old relationships end completely first. So again, it is back to break the chains of the past so you can move forward, and then transform with the butterfly, transform into that new relationship. Take care ending past relationships. Legal advice and karmic release is advised first. So again, make sure it's done. Make sure you've done your healing, because when you end a relationship, there needs to be a clearing of that energy out of your system. So as I said, when two come together, it makes the third energy. So as you move away from someone, it's about clearing that energy from that person, from that combined energy. There's some work that needs to happen there, some healing that needs to happen there, so you can properly let it go and become anew, become refreshed. That's what's important in order to move forward, in order to be able to share your heart with anyone else. So that is the advice from Ra. So if there's any stressful periods as well, take time to meditate. If you can, get some sunshine. They say a couple of hours of sun in the morning is really, really good for your eyesight as well. It's good for your, is it circadian clock? It's your biological clock. So where you're supposed to, if you get enough sun in the day, daylight in the day, then you'll get a good night's sleep. So make sure you're getting out, getting some daylight in order to be able to sleep well. Thank you, Ra. And again, the eye here. So it's making sure you get some sunlight into your eyes. Not direct sunlight. We all know not to look direct at the sun. But there are a couple of hours just as sun up and a couple of hours as sun down where you can do some sun gazing. but you would need to look into that properly. I'm not telling you to do that, but it has been known to have interesting effects with people and healing benefits to people. But you need to be doing it properly, and you need to know what you're doing. So I suggest you do full research on that. That's just something that which probably the people who are watching this have heard of as well, sun gazing. So the next card is, thank you, Ra. It's very strong. I'm not like, wherever I go, I'm just like in the sun. A little bit in the middle, maybe. Interesting. So the next one is the fire spirit, and it's Obsinuth. So I think I've said that probably the way it's meant to be said. I'm not sure. These are like the little capsules that were in Tutankhamun's tomb. So lots of little jars of different things, and this one contains fire spirit. So fire is about your passions as well, and it's 9, 10, 11. So this is 29. So we've got the 11 again. So we've got the twin flame energy again, the 2 here, 1, 1. And we also had the trees with the celebration. We had the trees, 2 trees. So that's the 1, 1, the 11. So the fire spirit. So it can be about nutrition and fire and energy levels in your body. And again, it's about self-healing. Regarding love, it says an existing relationship might have temporary problems. A new relationship probably won't last due to heated arguments. Oh, that's interesting. It talks a little bit about stomach problems as well and health concerns. So if you are leaving something behind and moving into something new, there can be a period of stress with regards to this. So you might want to bring in fire spirit just to help you with that digestive issues, things like stomach ulcers or things that are not healing as well. So you might need to seek some testing with the GP or something as well, due to not being able to kind of have settled energy. If you're going through a stressful period, it can affect you physically as well. So leaving something behind, you don't just leave it emotionally and in your mind, but physically it can take an effect of your body. So you might have some difficult digestion, because most likely if you are breaking a relationship or moving away from someone, there might be arguments, there might be some difficulties that are coming in. It might get a bit heated, and that's why the fire energy is here as well. But they should settle soon, and try not to have too heated arguments. Try to do some healing in order to approach it with in the best way. But this is just to be mindful of the stresses that can be caused, and the stomach issues, the digestive fire issues that might rise because of that as well. And just to be careful of temporary problems. So if you are starting something new, there is this new relationship, it can be lovely, but you can also have some teething problems. So don't blow this out of proportion as well. Don't let yourself get caught up in fire and arguments because of past experiences. So that's where you let go of the past. You have to recreate your future. Okay. Just bear with. I just sometimes, when I'm doing channeling or readings and stuff, spirit makes my nose run a little. Sorry. So I'm going to read the other 2 just to finalize this, because we're on 39 now. So Horus was the next one, which is a beautiful card. Look at that card in the middle of the cosmos. And Tutankhamun actually had these as well in his tomb. So he had these implements or elements. I went to see an exhibition of Tutankhamun, and they had these as well, and they're beautiful in real life, I guess you could say. Look at that, wise man. And it's heavenly messages. So let's see what he says. So he's 2 and 7, 27, which is 9, which is completion. So again, that completeness that came from the 9 of Cups. So you're completing, you're coming together, completing this relationship, completing this energy. The 9 is completion. So Auset tells us it's still light, but it's moving over. You can see how it moves over. So welcome back. Starting to see myself a little in the screen, so apologies for all the light. One day it's really, really dark, the next day it's just oozes light, right? So Auset, let's see what he has to say. He has a beautiful green energy, and his counsel should be sought when trying to understand the great mysteries of life, death, and eternal life. So regarding love, it says separation from your partner for a short or long time. Spend this time on self-development and your spiritual path. So that's interesting again, because it's separation. So you may not be able to be with the person because of distance. That might be one thing. Or it might point to this separation that you're in, this need to break the chains. And as he says here, spend time on self-development. So if you're in a period of breaking a relationship, of breaking the chains to the past, of, you know, the wedded bliss, this weddedness, it's breaking that perhaps. There needs to be a period of healing before you venture into anything. And that's why we had this very much present. Healing with the light, clearing out the energy field, clearing the aura, letting the past go, changing your beliefs. You are not what happened in the past. You're moving forward into the future. And that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. There might be, whether it's a long break or a short break, it might be a short break as well. You might just be taking a break. But there is this self-development period. You need to get to know yourself again. You need to find out who you are. You need to find out what you want this time round. Next time when you offer your hand, what are you wanting this time? Because you're not going to go for exactly the same thing, because you've learned everything you've learned in that package. We are on the earth just to learn. So whether you're with someone for a long time or a short time, each pocket teaches you something and hopefully helps you grow with regards to yourself, and then also your choices and what you want to experience next. Most likely, if it's healthy, will be something different. So you shouldn't just have the same again. Life is here to be experienced. So there might be something different you want to experience as you move forward in love. And it is about love again. So it is about building this new relationship, but taking time to do your work first, so that you move in fully open, fully available, and I guess as your best self as well. And then the final card today is, how do I say this? Ushubtis. What do we think? And it's 4 and 4. So the 4 is about structure. 4 is foundation. The 4 is your building. The 4 is security. So the 4, even though there's five images here, 5 people, 5 ladies, 5 goddesses perhaps, which is about change. So this is a period of change, but the 4 would point to it being about structure, and it says seek assistance. Okay. So again, we had structure. We had the pillars of structure here, building firm pillars, stable pillars. So it's wanting to have this relationship in this security and building it properly, building it so it will last. And again, here we had structures here, the male and the female, masculine, feminine energies, building structure, strength. And we also had the strong wood element. So the wood is strong and stable, secure. So let's see what these want to tell us. There's still with me despite the light. To my eyes, it's pretty much black and white because of the light, but I bet it's okay. I bet you're seeing some colour. So, clay figurines they are. Clay figurines. Very nice. Not dissimilar to the blues in that painting. Okay. Okay, so they help with problems. That's what they're saying. So seek assistance. So you can call on these little figurines, this Ushubtis. You can call on these, or gods or goddesses or angels or whatever you want to seek assistance from in the other realms. Pray. Praying actually changes your chemistry. And when you change your chemistry, you affect your physical. So even praying or asking, just throwing it out there, just asking for something, not only you're doing it because you believe somebody's going to help you and answer, but in fact, what you're doing when you do it is you're changing your chemistry, so you're different as you move forward. So it says, visualize your problems all solved, and they soon will be. In love, seek extra help from a professional, as many issues are involved here. Focus more on a friendship than a committed partnership for now. So that's it. So it might be just take it slow. You're ready to step into this thing, but don't rush into full-on gushing love. Offer your hand of love. Offer yourself into this relationship. But make sure you do, there's healing that needs to happen. There's some work you need to do on yourself. And perhaps it might be speaking to a professional, a counsellor, a therapist, even a priest or a confidant, a friend that you can actually open up to. Perhaps someone who's been through something similar. There's a need to seek that help. And then build, whatever you're building, make sure you have that level of friendship. Make sure you're just not rushing in to get certain needs met. Make sure that you want to approach this in an open way. And you've worked on your heart. You're coming open-hearted. You're coming in friendship and love. And so there is work that needs to be done. You need to let go of the past. You are building something new. It is going to be wonderful. There is celebration here. There's a time for celebration and going out and, meeting up and partying and having fun. There is time for that. But it's just to remember that healing, there's a lot of healing cards here. So healing still needs to be done. You still need to work on yourself. It is no point in finding something just to distract yourself. It's much more about building foundations, and that could be pointing to the friendship element as well. You want to be able to build. And how do you build these pillars? You start here, and then you build, and then you top them. So there's stages of growth. The trees here, the growth, stages of growth. And where, these trees are like, they've been pruned into beautiful shapes. So there's need to prune and grow and evolve for the relationship to evolve as well as you move forward. So that's the reading for today. I hope that helped. Thank you for Ra coming in. Of course, now you've moved on. Thank you for coming in and assisting us with that reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps someone out there. Very much a relationship read, very much new relationship, but to let go of the past, to move forward into a new, to make sure you've cut the cords from past people, cleared that energy, healed yourself of your own wounds, because, giving up a relationship or moving on from a relationship is like grief. It's like a death. So it is a massive thing. So understand you will go through different things, and then you have to organize everything and make it happen and finalize things, and that can be difficult, and anger can flare, and people, when they're not in sync together anymore, can pick at each other, and it can cause problems. And you're much better going in open-hearted and with love. If you love this person previously, you'll have an element of love still for them. So go in as friendship now. Go in in this way of coming together to make the transition. We had the butterfly here, so you're transforming what it is. It is no longer the romantic relationship, so you transform it, you change it, you set it free, you let it go in order to step forward into this new thing. But take the new thing slow, make sure you've done your healing, make sure you've done your work, find out who you are, what you want as you move forward, and then when you've done your work, offer your hand, offer your heart again. But the heart has to heal. You have to remember to give yourself time to heal. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if I'll get a channel done this week, but I will love you and leave you with that. Take care, have a great week, and I will see you again soon. So comment, like, subscribe, if it means anything, share it around if you think somebody might benefit, and I'll see you again soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.